Well, my old Hottop that I bought back in 2012 has finally bit the dust. A couple of weeks ago it simply stopped heating, and it had been acting flaky for about 6 months. This is the one that I had hacked by adding a TC4C controller to it so that I can control the roasts with Artisan. But it several times in the last 6 months it wouldn't even spin the drum and had problems of various types, and then when it finally just stopped heating, I decided it was time to bite the bullet, and I ended up buying another of the newer Hottop models. This is the B2K Plus, which doesn't need anything other than a USB cable to be able to connect it to a computer for roasting. This is the stack of about 4 inches worth of paper that I have had in files that I accumulated over the last 14 years for my original Hottop roaster. And when I bought the roaster, I knew that it was possible to start thinking about seeing the real bean temperatures instead of just using the one temperature reading that was available on that old Hottop from 2012. So over time I bought thermocouples and I bought an Arduino board, and eventually I hacked into the Hottop and was able to see the data coming from the Hottop and read the actual bean temperature as well as the environmental temperature. After a few years, then someone created the TC4C shield to attach to the Arduino, and I was able to use that to actually control the Hottop roaster. So that was another fun hacking adventure. So I was learning all kinds of stuff about electronics, and this was unusual for me because I'm really basically a software guy. So after a while I encountered another bizarre experience, which was I had to stop using Windows for my laptop, which I was using for roasting control, because every once in a while Windows updates would mess up everything and then I couldn't connect to the roaster. So I actually ended up learning all about Linux as a side gig, and several years ago I completely got into Linux, where I now have 5 different computers running 5 different Linux distributions just to see how things work. And it's been very much easier and simpler to deal with because you don't have updates that are forced onto you the way Windows did in the bad old days. And it's been a much more reliable operating system and has been much less painful when it comes to roasting each week. I don't have to worry that things just might not work properly this week as it was in the bad old days. So anyway, I've really enjoyed the learning experience with the old Hottop, and now I will be replacing it with the newer Hottop B2K Plus model, which I already have one of those, but I usually do at least 4 or 5 roasts at a time on the same day, and I just find it more convenient to flip-flop between the roasters so I can start up a roast pretty much as soon as the previous one is finished.